Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. I'll wait for people to join in here. You guys are gonna join for it. Oh, look, someone joined. Nice. Is here. Oh, I forgot to do something. Haha, Zach. I forgot to do something. No, that's how I wanted. This. Hi, Verge. Welcome to the podcast. Any files, like I'm still trying to figure out stuff here. Okay, here you go. I think that's how it works. Okay, so this is the first episode of the podcast. And, I don't know what we're gonna do for the first episode, but, you can donate $1 if you want to. And, use the TTS to, make Kitty talk. Oh, that, yeah, hold on a sec, I gotta do something really quick though. Haven't minimized that, there we go. Okay, so, we're gonna do a little something I noticed on TikTok. And a little bit on YouTube as well. I called Am I the Kitty? That one I can swear, but yeah, that's basically called Am I the Kitty? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I gotta refresh this real quick. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Oh, I see your kitty there, so it does work. There's 2 kitties now. Way too many kitties. Yeah. Oh, and it puts your chat up, nice. That's helpful. They follow each other around. Okay, let's start with the first Am I the Kitty? Am I the kitty for telling my child's stepmother to grow up and stop asking a teenager for support? That sounds a bit odd to be asking, a teenager for support if you're a grown adult. What's your opinion on that? I'll read the rest after you tell me. Titty, do you have anything to say, kitty? Yeah, it should be the other way. Okay, I'll read the rest of this here. This is 1. Okay, well, I'll get to it. Okay, I, 39 Fs, have 2 children, Kimmy, 14 Fs, and Line M, and share custody with their father. They Kimmy is starting high school soon, a nerd school. Tell us of their extracurriculars. I want my children to be academically inclined and join clubs to meet people. They told Kimmy to pick up some clubs, and as of right now, she picked out 10. Which we are definitely going to shorten down. Oh dang, 10 clubs. That's a lot. Kimmy sent a list of clubs to her father so he could help her. He didn't respond and instead he got a call from Dave's wife, Amy, a little later. Amy asked me if Kimmy was really going to join all those clubs. And I said not all, but probably some now. Amy followed by asking if Kimmy could only join one of the clubs, which confused me. That's why Amy explained that she has to go to work soon, and she really needs someone to take care of her kids. She was hoping that Kimmy would be able to go to the house right after school and take care of them. Amy has 3 kids under 13. Recently had a baby with Days. Kimmy has ADHD, which makes it hard for her to take care for her own needs. I already feel extremely uncomfortable leaving her with 4 kids that young, untended. Gloria didn't even mention transportation, and now Kimmy would get there. I told her no. This upset Kimmy. She told me that Kimmy is a part of her family too, and as a family, they all need to chip in, according to her. Kimmy should chip in by babysitting. She ranted on, giving a sob story as to how she is struggling already with Dave's working. How hard it was to be a mom to 4 kids who depend on her so much. How expensive childcare was nowadays. I told her no, and why it was uncomfortable, to which she just reiterated her story. This happened twice. Dang. By this time, I said no 3 times, and she was still asking. That was clear that no men know. Not no would ask again later. I instructed her and told her no is my common answer, and she's honestly pathetic to ask a 14-year-old for support. I said, it sounds she needs to grow up instead of relying on children to pick up her slack. As you expect. Oh, it's Cassie, yeah. I'm reading a, Am I the Kitty, thing on Reddit. But you can, put your opinion on in the chat or have Kitty read your opinion. Once I'm done, I'll give you the background in a minute, since you're just joining it. As you'd expect, Amy and Dave are upset at me, which I don't really mind. The only issue is that when I told my sister, she thought I was being cruel. Which is making me rethink things. Am I the kitty? I can see it both ways, honestly. I did two of these. I'm at the kitty things the last stream. And I gotta give that same answer, but, I do think it's weird that your ass get teenager to, like, kind of like rely on teenager. But at the same time, there's stuff that kids do, like, babysitting, like, mowing the lawn sometimes and stuff like that. So I don't think it's, like, very unusual, but, I don't think it should be, like, an obligation or anything like that. Okay, well, I'll give you the background, from what I can tell about, me reading here. So, um, looks like the person who wrote this has an ex-husband that married, someone else that has, like, 3 or 4 kids. But, the person that wrote this has a daughter that signed up for, like, 10 clubs or something like that, but the wife of the ex wants her to, only take one because, she wants, the daughter of the person who's writing this to watch after her 4 kids while she's at work. But the person who wrote this said no. And the wife, the ex-husband, kind of like, trying to kind of guilt tripped her a little bit. Gave her like a sad story and stuff. After, repeatedly being told no. So, let me know what your opinion on that is. Like I said, I can see it both ways. Like, sounding what you're saying is like the worst thing, but I do think it's a little weird that you're relying on a teenager to do that. But yeah, let me know your opinion. What do you guys think after hearing all that? You can either type in the chat or at Tony Fruit K. And that's that with the TTS, which needs only ability to use. Like Kazzy, what's your opinion, Kazzy? Also, can you see that? Can you see your kitty? And how moving your kitty around. I wanna look at the chat. Also, I do think that, that 10 clubs is a bit excessive. Like, I would even do that. Like, when I was in high school, I didn't really sign up for any clubs. Like, there was, one club that I was a part of, but I only went, like, a few times. Cause I kinda got, like, just kinda like, nah. I was kinda too lazy to deal with that, but yeah, like, 10 clubs, it seems a bit excessive. Like, I don't know about you, but after school, like, I just wanted to, like, relax, that's it. No, clubs or anything. Then I was really into extracurriculars or anything like that either. Are you still there, Kazzy? Yeah, that's, like, how do you even do tech clubs? So, like, school is probably only open after, like, a few hours after school ends, right? Like, even if, I mean, I guess, like, if each club was, like, an hour long, and maybe, like, scheduled throughout different days of the week, maybe, like, excluding the weekends unless they were, for whatever reason, like, weekend clubs, which I don't know if that is even a thing, because I never heard of weekend club. Or, weekend after school, like, activities. Like, most of the stuff I read about where I was, like, seeing clubs pop up at school when I was in school was after school. Like, everyone would, like, pack up and, there'd be a bunch of people that sit behind and, do clubs and sports and stuff like that. Big brother Cassie left. Then he abandoned us. Yeah, I'm gonna find the next one here, though. Oh, this one sounds funny. This one sounds kind of funny. Okay, it says, am I the kitty for using a kid's teaching technique on my wife? That sounds a little weird, but, I'm willing to hear the guy out. I'm willing to let him cook. Maybe he can convince me that, it isn't as bad as it sounds. Okay, let's see here. Oh, dang, this is long. Okay, anyways. It says, my wife, 36 female. She's 36, and you have to use the kid's teaching technique. Um, and I, 38 male. I've been married for 12 years and I have 3 kids. Jenny and 5. None of her kids have phones yet. So about 6 months ago, Neil had a talk with all 3 of them to talk about what they should do if they get lost and need help. One of the things we talked about was them knowing both mine and my wife's phone numbers. That's a good idea. I have my own separate opinion, which I'll share after reading this small section about phones. I even made some flashcards with their numbers and shown them to their grandparents' numbers so they can memorize them. We kind of turned it into a game to help them learn, and it worked great. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, here's my opinion. I'm not gonna say this is like a hot take or anything, although maybe it might be a hot take for you, I don't know, but, um, let me think about how I should word this. Okay, I think, if I had a kid or kids, I'd give them flip phones, to be honest. Like, for one thing, they're cheaper. Like, I'd rather like getting like $1,000 phone or like $600 phone or whatever else. There's so much better phones you could use like that, put not much money on. Like, getting a flip phone doesn't sound too crazy. I mean, they should obviously call me or, whoever my partner turns out to be. And maybe they could text their friends at school and stuff like that. That's fine. But I don't think my kid or kids would need like an iPhone or an Android, for like social media and stuff. I mean, like YouTube Kids and stuff exist for a reason, right? Like, and there's tons of, creeps out there and stuff. And, it seems like every other week I hear about a YouTuber or a TikTok streamer or like a Twitch streamer or a celebrity, being found out to be a PDF file or something like that. And, I don't feel like, my kid should be exposed to that. And, if I have a daughter, I feel like, social media approaches, like, toxicity and, mass stereotypes about, how, like, they should be expected to walk and stuff like that. Like that, you know, models and stuff like that, and, OS stars, being the way they are and stuff. Don't want them to, leave an impression on, my kid or kids. I mean, when they're 18, they can do whatever they want. They can download whatever app they want and stuff because, they're an adult and they can do what they want. But the whole thing with me, my ass, my rules. Plus, even if they somehow convince me to give them an iPhone or an Android or something like that, like a smartphone, I'd be looking through that every day and, they'd tell me the passcode. I'd be looking through the messages, the posts, everything. I mean, obviously, I had no idea what it's like to be a parent because, I'm not, with anyone and I'm not, having any kids. But, I feel like, nowadays, like, parents are really hands off. Like, they expect, social medias to, like, babysit their kids. But Facebook and, Instagram, TikTok, they can only do so much. Like, let's say, someone messaged your kid, right? They send them, like, inappropriate stuff, or they send them inappropriate stuff. Resin is, Dad and Fry has, like, talented accounts they can just, like, continue doing their stuff on. Or, they can just make an alt account or whatever. And, then, Winston has to deal with that account and the account after that, and, stuff like that. It's basically never ending. It's really sad. I mean, I'd see on Instagram, I'd look in the comments and I'd see, like, really, really inappropriate stuff. Whether it's like links or emojis or whatever, yeah. It's disgusting, yeah. I never want my kids to be exposed to that if I did have kids. So flip phone is just the easier way to go. I saw my rant about that, but flip phone or no phone, that's my stance. Smartphone when they're 18. Or, preferably when they get a job that they can save up for it and, buy it on their own. I am to see what, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I mean, Gen Alpha is, like, pretty, like, so, I mean, they're known as the iPad kids for a reason. And I mean, I know, parents are busy and stuff, they have work, they have other responsibilities and stuff, but just because plopping a kid for an iPad is easier, it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Oh yeah, where was I? Yeah, I was at the second part. During that time, it came up that my wife doesn't know my phone number by heart. I don't think that's a huge deal, but I could see the concern, I guess. I think I can kind of see where this is going already. But, I continue reading anyways. She doesn't have any phone numbers memorized anymore. I'm kind of the same way, like I know my phone number by heart, I know my phone number by heart. And that's it. Although to be fair, those little phone numbers I really ever use. In case she thought you use her phone, she needs to hold this on. She's telling us overreacting. That it isn't a big deal. She then asked if I have her phone number memorized and reeled off to her without hesitation. Along with my mom's and dad's and my younger brothers. I'm sure he does. I mean, I don't see why you should get mad at your husband when he's just kind of looking out for you, or if, like, I'm your friend now, I'm out on the road and, there's no service or anything. And, or you lose your phone. And, you're out, like, beyond civilization or something like that, and then, you find a phone. And, you need to get a hold of your husband. I mean, then, you're kind of like, out of luck at that point. Because you don't know the phone. I mean, I guess you'd always call, like, 911 or something, but, I don't know. And if your husband you're trying to get to specifically, if that, you're kind of out of luck at that point. I mean, I'd want my partner to be safe. A couple weeks ago, she was at work. She was at work about an hour from where we live. She somehow managed to lock her purse in her car. Her purse had her car keys and her phone inside. That's just a bad idea off the bat. I always have my phone in my pocket. Like, I don't carry, like, a duffel bag or whatever else, bro. Like, I just use, I just put everything I need in my pocket. Like, when I go to work, have my ID badge. I have my gloves on and my phone in my pocket. Now you do overcome what you think. No need to carry around like a bag. Like, I don't know, obviously that's a feminine thing, but, it's just smarter to just put in your pocket. Yeah, keep things simple. So she had no way to get home, and no way to call me. Thankfully, a coworker was willing to drive her home. Then we had to pile all three of the kids into the car and drive an hour to get her car and drive back home. Of course, one thing that came up during the drives, I already see where this is going, was that my wife had no way to contact me. Yeah, she doesn't know my number. If she had my number memorized, I could have bought her keys to her, save her to record the inconvenience. She got very defensive about it, which in turn was because of embarrassment, but I use the situation as an example. And told her, what if it was an emergency instead? And then, it'd be a much bigger problem. She eventually agreed. Then she would try to memorize some phone numbers. I mean, like, I feel like she should just do it stuff like, get all like, some bad of a get bad, I guess. I mean, there's no reason to really put it off, like, especially if, it's a safety thing. Especially if, you're inconveniencing your coworkers or your friends or whoever else happens to be by. What do you think? Do you think that, do you think she's just trying to remember the phone number? Or does not really matter? I mean, that's actually all lucky that, she's at work and, she had a coworker nearby, but, let's say that she was at work and the coworker's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Or, she was, out in the middle of nowhere, basically. Then what? Naturally, since we're at flashcards at home for this very reason, I figured it would be a good, would help her learn. I got the kids involved, as well just to reinforce that memorization for them. Problem was my wife would memorize the numbers. My kids knew all of them by heart. Even the 5-year-old. My wife got frustrated and embarrassed. Like, but I can say that, like, it's embarrassing to know that your kids are better at memorizing stuff than you are. But, I mean, we need different methods to get her to memorize it. Be flashcards isn't the best, like I said before, I'd say just, put it in your pocket. Like, that just seems like the simpler way to, I guess, increase the chances that, you're not, you'll have your phone in the inaccessible, area, I guess. like, locked in their car or something. I just read the next part, and this doesn't sound like a very good idea. She said she'd just write down the numbers on a piece of paper and put it in her purse. I reminded her if the idea would do absolutely no good if her wrist was locked in the car. Exactly. Oh, sure, Aisha. We're doing, Am I the Kitty? Yeah, I'll give you the rundown because you're just showing them. Basically, there's a husband, his wife, and he has like 3 kids, I think. And the kids wanted to get a phone. And basically, um, the husband had a method to get the kids to remember, phone numbers by, writing down a card. That way them memorize them and using a game and stuff. But it was eventually discovered that the wife did know the husband's phone number by memory. And, the wife was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So, what ended up happening was the wife, locked her phone and her keys in her car, and a coworker and a driver to drive her back home. And the husband, is using the same, card technique on, his wife, which she's not a fan of. And now we're at a point where she is like, just give me a piece of paper, I'll write down the numbers and put them in my purse. To which the husband says that's not a good idea, cause if you lock your purse in your car again, then you're just back at square one, basically. And my opinion was you should just have your phone in your pocket instead of putting it in your purse. Like I do, because I just put my phone in my pocket wherever I go. But, yeah, Charm, what do you think? You can use, chat to give your opinion, or give your opinion through Kitty, if you want. What's your opinion, babe brother? Okay, we're giving your opinion, or, and whatnot, I'll move on. I'll try to figure where I left off. She got upset and she said that no one, memorized numbers anymore. And that even if it was an emergency, she'd figure out something. I know, I mean, like, some situations, are a lot tougher than others. I mean, like what I said, we live here out in the wilderness. Then, time out look. And it might work in a simpler situation wherein you're like, maybe at work, like you were in before, but, I mean, in a more complicated situation, I don't think you can just rely on that. I told her that's not good enough for me, and I told her I don't care how frustrating and embarrassing it is for her. But she needs to memorize at least my number and someone else's. She told me I'm being a big jerk about this, making it into a huge deal when it doesn't need to be. I mean, what she doesn't understand though is that that the husband is only lucky out for it. I mean, yeah, you can say that now because you're not an emergency or anything, but when the time comes, like, what happens when you can't get that piece of paper? What happens when all else fails? Then you're gonna look back and you're gonna wish that you memorized the phone number. Okay, well that's basically the end of it, but yeah, let me know what your opinion is. I'm gonna drop one on true. Oh, yep. Hello, I'm walking into one. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Where'd Charm Kitty go? Are you still there, Charm? I guess Charm Kitty left. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next one. I think I'm gonna run live for anyways. I'm at a little less than an hour. That's not bad. What happened? So I'd asking your opinion about the last about the kitty. If you're listening at all. I have another one ready. After Chun gives his opinion. Although I can give you a little bit of a shortened version of what the thing was about if you want. If you didn't hear what I was talking about. Okay, so basically the rundown is that husband wants his wife to remember his phone number, like memorize it, just in case of emergencies, but the wife is being very like combative about it. And the three kids have already memorized like all their phone numbers already. That's basically like the really short version of what the scene was about. Yeah, you see, what's your opinion on that? Do you think Yeah, significant other, that you do ever get significant other, should memorize your phone number in case of emergency, or does it not really matter? Okay, what Trump's giving his, opinion out, move on to the next one here. Am I the kitty feeling angry um, when GF wore one of my watches and criticized my spending habits? I have a pretty, like, strong opinion about this, actually. But I'll see it for after, like, I'll see it after I'm done reading this. This one's actually pretty short. I am 22 male. She's 23 female. I've been collecting high-end watches for several years as a hobby that I'm passionate about. Having invested lots of money into my collection. 2 days ago, we were at my apartment. I was in the bathroom. I came back to find wearing one of my most expensive watches. She was on the couch, and she saw me, and all she asked was, "That what, daughter?" I immediately got upset, angry, and told her that she should have asked me before wearing it. She was somehow surprised and asked me why it was such a big deal. To be fair, she knows close to nothing about my watches, especially the brands PP. So I tried explaining it to her how valuable and delicate it is, and like it to be handled carefully. Then she got more upset, questioning why I would spend that much money on a watch instead of investing it or saving it. She didn't know about my financial background to be able to afford necessary. I've only been dating for a month. She felt lied to, asking why I didn't tell her until now. Since then, there's been tension between us. Around texting, not sure what to think. Am I the kitty? I don't think anyone's really the kitty in this situation. Honestly, I can see it both ways, honestly, and I think that my opinion's a little more complex. From the, actually, no, I'll give my opinion about, like, stuff like that in general. Um, Honestly, I mean, here's one thing, there are people that, buy, like, sense of clothes and stuff like that. I think it's cringe, not gonna lie, I genuinely think it's cringe. Like, there are smarter ways you could use your money. Like, why would you spend, like, a few $100s on a pair of jeans when there's a perfectly good $20 pair of jeans, far cheaper potentially, at, like, a thrift store or, like, a Walmart or something? Eh, Hey, personally, I wouldn't really date anyone like that. You know, someone that, like, obsesses over, like, vanity and stuff like that. And spends, like, a lot of their money on stuff like tacky shoes and stuff. Like, why? What? $14,000? That seems like such a waste. Like, you can get. If I had $14,000, I get a better game PC. And then maybe, like, say whatever's left over. I mean, like, here's the thing. I'm not totally against buying expensive stuff, but I only I believe in buying expensive stuff if it's something I'm gonna use multiple times a week. Like, I'm not gonna spend $14,000 on a dress shirt if it's just not gather dust in my closet. Like, my PC, I use it basically every single day. I use my TV every single day. And yeah, I use my phone every single day too. So, I mean, I do believe in, I do believe in, buying expensive stuff for something we use every single day, or at least a couple times a week. And I don't believe in, like, spending money just to, like, show it off to your friends and, like, brag and stuff. Like, oh, you're a plebeian. You like got $20 shoes, but I got the $200 shoes, and now you're poor, and okay, well, the difference is I still have $200, and you wasted it all on a pair of shoes to brag to me about, so who really lost in that situation? But I mean, um, I'll say, yeah, it is your money. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. I mean, it's just illegal in that case. Like, no buying stuff is legal with your money. But I mean, yeah, if it's not like illegal, I mean, do whatever you want. But yeah, I do agree that there should be some communication. Obviously, I feel like I had some more points I wanted to bring up before I went on a read about like extensive stuff. But I'm gonna scan through this. I'll say I feel like your partnerships, you should, respect your hobbies. Like, I kid you not, right before I started the stream for this podcast, I saw, I saw a TikTok about a wife giving her husband a Austrian, between, like, video games, drinking, and her. The only situation I see that be justified is if, it's an addiction. Like, if it's a legitimate addiction, then there's obviously a problem. But, if your husband, goes to work, he's working his, rear end off, he's supposed to relax, have a few hours to himself, why you gotta be on his case? Like, he ain't on your case, like, let him do what he wants. Like, and by the way, ultimately, it was the worst thing to do in a relationship. Like, never do that. It almost always ends badly. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it was just a skit. I honestly only it was a skit, but um, the video first ended with the idea like, you know what, I love you, and and you've been really nice to me. But I'm ready to tie up your things. So I did laugh a little bit that hours. But there are people that ironically do that, and yeah, it's unfortunate. That's the best thing the wife can do in that situation is take up a hobby on her own instead of, waiting around for her husband to give her attention and stuff, and hoping that, he chooses her over, what he's passionate about. Ways that's just spare time to unwind and stuff. At least that's my opinion. Yeah, yes. But I don't know what you think. I don't think a $5 hat is, oh yeah, is that a $5 hat, or did you say $5 hat? I don't think a $5 hat's something I think of. I actually have a couple of hats that I paid more for, actually. Although, to be fair, I did use, I did spend more than $5 on those hats, but I wear them, like, pretty often, so I feel like it was pretty justified, in my opinion. I wear them anymore, but, because they just kind of gathered us, but I used to wear them all the time, like, multiple times a week. Uh, yeah, I am single, but, yeah, I do have a opinion on that. Yes, I'll go have a bit of a tirade here about that. I've been single for a while, honestly, and I honestly kind of gave up on it, to be honest. I spent a lot of time, like, trying to pursue that stuff, and, I feel like a waste, the time I'll never get back, and, I feel like it was a better use of my time, instead of pursuing that, I feel like a better use of my time was to, pursue my hobbies, my passions, and stuff like that. Yeah, like VTubing, for example, and content creation. And I feel like that was the best decision I've ever made, honestly. I have no regrets. I never look back, and I have had opportunities pop up, and I've turned them down because, I feel like, you know, I wouldn't have time for anyone else, time to be fair to them. I wouldn't have time for the other person to give them a lot of attention because I put a lot of time into this hobby, and I want to make it work. And jumping down that path again does seem like a beneficial use of my time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being single, honestly. And there's nothing wrong with, hoping that the person will come to you, but as for actively searching out for that person, I kinda stopped. And trust me, I used to be all up in the DMs. I used to be on all the dating apps. Which, by the way, the dating apps just tell me, like, they're shallow. They're greedy, and they're a waste of time. And they solely rely on, like, looks and stuff, in my opinion. So, I deleted all the dating apps, I gave up on that, and that I'm here basically. I have no regrets. Exactly. Like I said, focus on your hobby, hone your craft, maybe go to trade school. Focus on your hobbies, focus on your passions. And, you might pay off, or you might, get successful with it. And it might bear fruit in the forms of a potential relationship at some point, but, to solely focus on relationship seems like a pretty big waste of time. That might sound pretty incel, but, I don't really care. Yeah, okay, so, okay, so I think I first gave my opinion, on, on everything on this post, I think. Um, okay, I'll move for the next one here. What's your opinion, Charm, if you're still listening? So, I saw your, comment, Buzz, I agree, like, technically, on what you said about relationships, well, what I said about relationships and stuff, if you were listening, I don't know if you were, I got went all like a bit of a tirade. I tend to do that when I get invested in something. But, I was trying to read your messages you put earlier, about, um, the message where you said, okay, well, I think you shouldn't have, made a big deal about it since she didn't know. Plus, I don't think she needs to know about his watches. Uh, um, can you elaborate on that a little bit? Okay, will you respond to that? I'm gonna look for another one to read here. Oh, oh dang, this one's long. Okay, this one I have a bit of a pity on myself. Yeah, I should really record this. Yeah, we record this. Second for clips and stuff. Okay, this one says, am I the kitty for letting my daughter wear whatever she's comfortable with in my house? I mean, without like the additional context below, which we'll get into in a little bit, I'd say no. You know, outside the house is a different story because she's 12. Well, actually, like, let me rephrase that. Before anyone thinks I'm trying to be like, misogynist or something, or a sexist, or a phobe, or whatever. I'm not gonna take that, or I'm gonna take that seriously. I'm like, call me what you want, I don't care. But, but, in general, I think it's okay for her to wear whatever she wants in the house. I think there's a little bit more, like, complexity of that a little bit. Like, I think it depends on the situation. Like, she's just like, chill now, you're watching TV or something, watching Netflix or whatever. Fair enough, she can wear wherever she wants. But, since she's 12, if it has to do with, like, social media and stuff, which, I made it very clear that I do not think that any kid should be on social media, but, if for whatever miracle if I did have a 12-year-old daughter, I did let her have my phone, I did let her have social media, she would not be wearing anything that is even remotely suggestive at all. Anything that shows skin, anything that, highlights some features or anything like that. Nothing like that, nothing remotely suggestive. Jeans and a shirt. And at first, to ever show me the post before she goes to the. Because, don't want any creeps, lurking in the comments or anything. But, that's purely like a safety thing. And of course, outside the, outside the house is pretty much the same, like, deal of, like, you don't need to be showing skin. Like, I saw a TikTok post, and I have to agree, like, 110% I do have to agree with what the person said in this post, I saw on TikTok. So here's some background. I saw a TikTok post where a father was talking about his son's graduation. Like, his son graduated, middle school, and just started high school. And he commented on, what the, daughters were wearing, and their parents were wearing. And he commented that, like, it was quite suggestive. And I can, 110% stand by with what he said because I work at Walmart and I see that stuff almost every day. Like, I work out in the parking lot and some of the stuff that parents let their daughters wear is kind of like, that crazy, like, bordering, like, stuff I see, like, Instagram models wearing. Like, I don't want to sound, like I'm trying to control women or anything, but there's a bit of, like, it's being reasonable, and there's a little more, nuance to it and stuff. Because if you go in the comments and you're like, oh, you're a misogynist, she's 12, she should be able to wear whatever she wants, then, then you're okay with her wearing, like, a see-through bikini then, to Walmart then, or like, strutting around in that then. Because you said anything, so that means you're okay with, wearing, like, anything no matter how see-through it is, how revealing it is. Like, there are a lot of creeps out there. You should not let them, put your foot down as a parent and, you're like, hey, this is a bit too revealing. Choose this instead. I don't think that's controversial at all. If you think that's controversial, maybe then, maybe that says more about you. I don't know. Yeah, people are weird, honestly. And also, the fact that, I mean, they are, if she's 18, obviously, I'd say, I mean, you're an adult now. Marry what you want. Below the age of 18. That's a different story. And, I'm not completely unreasonable. I think, there are certain situations where, revealing clothing is a little bit more acceptable. Like, if you're going to the beach, a bathing suit is obviously going to be a little more revealing. Like, it is what it is. Like, there's no really getting around that. But, if you're going to the pool or the beach, that's fine. Wear a bathing suit, obviously. But, if you're just like, if you're going shopping or something, or, going to school or whatever, there's no reason for you to be wearing that. People in the comments can do all the mental gymnastics they want. Be like, oh, a message, or whatever. Yeah, I know. They can do all the mental gymnastics they want, but it's not gonna convince me otherwise. Hey, well, enough with that tirade. Um, I'm gonna read the rest of this here, because there is more to this Freud. The title is leading me to believe. Okay. I'm glad you agree. I know I would feel really awkward if I was not correct. Okay, this requires some important details first. I'm a 37 male, nice wife, Deanna, 36 female, and I have 2 kids. A daughter, Jean, 12 female, like I said. She's 12. So there's a little bit more nuance to it than, now she was an adult. And our son, Eddie. Which by the way, same thing with the son. If for a reason the son wanted to wear something controversial, I wouldn't be a fan of that either. And in case anyone was like, oh, so you're gonna let the son wear whatever he wants, but the daughter, no, it applies to both. Well, they're 18, they can wear whatever they want. Yeah, we got married. Somebody only get 23 and 24. We divorced. We divorced. We divorced 5 years ago. Jeez, I can't speak. Deanna recently married a man. She's been staying for a few years. Who I follow something. Something I need to bring up here is that I'm half Mexican. Deanna is a white woman. And A is of Middle Eastern descent. Well, I wouldn't say A and her friends. I do think he is a pretty nice guy and seems like a really good match for Deanna. The kids also like him, so that's another bonus from my book. Okay, we're off to a good start. The kids like him and laugh. The husband and them seem to be, on good terms. Deanna and I have split custody of the kids. However, Deanna and they got married 2 months ago. Since then, Deanna has chosen to wear the covering. It says, which I'm sorry, but with all slips my mind, I converted to a religion as well, which I am very happy about. That's what she wants. But last week when she dropped out the kids, I was surprised to see that Jean was wearing one as well. I assumed she must have wanted to wear it and maybe decided to convert her faith as well. So, I don't bring it up. I feel like she's old enough to decide for herself. And as an atheist myself, I'm all for my kids choosing they believe. I'm an atheist too, by the way, I just want to let you know. A few days ago, I wanted to see a movie with my kids, but I told them I had to finish some paperwork in my office first, which took about half an hour. My butt walked back in the living room. Jane was wearing one of Eddie's t-shirts and a pair of shorts. We had a conversation, which kind of went like this. Me, what's going on, Jane? Are you supposed to take off your covering? I really know how you am at work, if that offends anyone. Hetty, she's wearing that stuff, so let her borrow some of my clothes. Jane, yeah, Dad, I hate it. Mom makes me wear it. She says I have to wear it all the time, even at your house. Me, so you're not choosing to wear it? Do you know? I never want to wear it again. I checked your bag and sure enough, I contained tank tops, underwear, and the coverings. which covered the hair and the body, not the face. I took the kids on a quick Target trip before the movie. She had some clothes of her liking. 2 days ago, when Deanna came by to pick up the kids, she flipped out on Jane for not wearing the traditional clothing. Deanna and I got into a heated argument. I told her that I told her that Jane shouldn't have to wear the covering if she doesn't want to. Just because it's very hot in our city. They argued that she and the kids are now different and follow stricter religion. I might be a kitty because I argue back that this is stupid and the religion would force young girls to cover up so much all the time. Don't be so strict about it. Jana took offense and left with the kids. I feel bad because I don't want to zop on what country or countries. But I don't think my daughter should have to wear anything she doesn't want to. But what do you think? I mean, I don't think anyone should be obligated to like or be forced into someone's religion. I'm there. I think I talked about this before, but there was like a very short list of people that I wouldn't go out with, and one of those is people that try to force their religion onto me. Basically, I'm not a fan of that. If I'm atheist, we're together. I ask you to respect that. I respect your religion. And the daughters must wear yellow clothes, then ultimately you should do what makes your daughter happy, honestly. That's my position. So I think that in this situation the kitty is the is the ex-wife. And maybe the husband that the ex-wife is with, by extension, if he is forcing her to do to wear that stuff as well, or participate in the religion and stuff. Like, if I had kids, I'd never do that. I never forced my kids to be atheists, never forced my kids to be Christian or Muslim or whatever other religions there are. I mean, sorry if that offends some people, um, but it's just my position, and you have your opinion and I have mine, and it is what it is. Okay, I think we could do a few more. And then on the podcast, and then we'll do Left for Dead stream in a little bit. Yeah, like, is it, I mean, from what I can tell, religions are like, but isn't a religion like, like worshipping a deity and stuff? I mean, if you're not down with, like, worshipping a certain deity that your religion is a part of, then it doesn't really count, does it? Like, let's say, I'm a Christian, right? Actually, no, let's say Sherm's a Christian, right? And he says, miyuki, you have to be a Christian too. But deep down, I don't want to be a Christian. And I hate God. Does it really count? At that point, am I still a Christian? If I don't want to be a Christian and I don't like the God that is in that religion. I know, I didn't know that, but I was just using it as an example though. I know what your religion actually was, but same up, relatives, whether Jewish, Catholic, whatever else. Although, I mean, I don't think it would count, honestly. Honestly, I thought by, like, the title of this, that post, that this is going in a different direction, but, yes, it was about religion, which I wasn't really expecting. But, okay. Okay, I'm just scroll through these and try to find one that sounds interesting. I'll let you know when I find one. Okay, I think I found one. Okay. So, this show sounds pretty interesting. Like, I feel like that all I know is trying opinion on this one. Am I the kitty for calling my toxic aunt out in front of everyone? Uh, Turns on how toxic, I guess. I don't know. I really like. This was quite long too, actually. But give me like your initial opinion. Like, do you think it's a good idea to call out a toxic family member or son of everyone, or a toxic friend, or whoever else might be toxic in that situation? It's Papa. Papa joined the podcast. Yeah, we're doing Am I the Kitty, which will probably be most of the podcast episodes. Yeah, so I can't think of anything else to do, but, uh, the previous one was about religion, like, you just said it as, there was a, ex-wife that, that was, forcing her daughter to, participate in her religion, and the daughter didn't want to participate. And, we came to a consensus that, that the, ex-wife is the kitty in that situation. Also, yeah, there's, this TTS kitty over here next to me. I need to make kitty talk if you donate $1 and use TTS with the link in the pinned, comment or in the description, I was gonna make it 25 cents, but, the person made the plugin and said I should have it at a minimum of $1. Actually, I was gonna make it free, but, the creator of the TTS plugin advised against it. Yeah, I was gonna make it free and I was gonna have it be 25 cents, but the creator of the plugin recommended that I have it set to a minimum of $1. He's, TTS, just so I let you guys know in case, you was wondering. Also, your kitty's over here. Help, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, I dropped, oh no, where did, Big Brother, but here's the kitty. Here's your kitty, Papa. Oh no, I dropped Papa. Yeah, tiny kitties. Nope, tiny kitty shrimp left, I guess. Okay, so the next, Am I the Kitty is, I'll read it again because, Papa just joined in. It says, Am I the kitty for calling my toxic aunt out in front of everyone? And it looks like this was pretty long. I think I might do like one more after this one, I think. Okay. Okay, so what's your initial thoughts, guys? Let me know. Is the poster of the bad guy for calling out the toxic aunt in front of everyone? Or is it justified? Yep. I can agree with that, honestly. None of that all at once.
I need $1 for some nuggies, I'm starving.
Nah, kitty, those are my nuggies. You're not starving, you're being dramatic. Dramatic kitty.
Not.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll read this and then now you guys hearing your opinion, plug in my opinion too. Yeah, drama queen. Yesterday, 15 male, got into a huge argument with what I aunt in front of the whole family. For context, my aunt is usually nice but very demanding. She expects everyone, including the kids, especially me, to help prepare for events, which we do voluntarily. However, she doesn't seem to realize we're not obligated to do this. She can also be mean to many family members, yet no one speaks up because she hosts all the family gatherings. For example, she constantly argues with my younger aunt, makes fun of her, and she criticizes my big sister, calling her ugly, questioning her life choices. Recently, she's been mean to my older cousin. My aunt is a micromanager that often mocks everyone in front of the family. I have helped her with events and decorating, cooking, cleaning, but it's never enough, and she criticizes everything I do. Yesterday, while helping her before a family gathering, she criticized my sister for wanting to delay university by 2 years, calling her lazy. I didn't defend my sister, which upset me later. I set the tables, but my aunt didn't like how I arranged the papers. Even I followed her instructions. She called her husband over to make fun of me in front of my little cousin, who was in the kitchen. And mom asked me where someone was. And I told her I can help because I was already assisting several people. Man overheard and stepped at me to stop helping and leave. She did without arguing. During dinner prep, I overheard my aunt insulting my grandparents. They're both very sick for wanting to share a plate. I told her it wasn't a big deal and she should let it go. This triggered her, and she screamed at me, asking if I had a problem. That might be the kitty. I raised my voice and told her she can't keep criticizing everyone for minor things and micromanage. Then I walked away, many family members followed me saying I was right, but Shin has disrupted the peace. They admitted they don't speak up because they want to avoid drama. And my Isaac younger cousin and sister and not confided that they don't feel taken seriously. Several family members shared similar experiences, which is why my cousin avoids going to my aunt's house. During dinner, my grandma confronted me, acknowledged how aggressive my aunt can be, and then mildly stated that I knew I was right because though many family members had shared similar stories with me, and I realized that was petty and hurtful. And as knowing so many people feel this way must be painful. Today I expected my parents to support me, but instead they criticized. Mom said my aunt older, saying she couldn't sleep, as deeply hurt by what I said. It told me I was petty and disrespectful, especially since my aunt is a new mother. However, I don't think that excuses her behavior because she treated my younger aunt similarly even before teaching my mother am I the kitty. No, I don't think so. Everybody thinks that I think she deserved it. And I think it's disgusting that she played the victim afterwards. I think that one family member that said they saw going made this hard decision, honestly. Cause I don't really deal with that either, like, it's, a toxic family member, stuff like that. I would, say, I wanna go cause I don't feel like dealing with the toxicity. I'm not blaming myself. I was reading someone else's, post. I'm reading, Am I the Kitty posts about other people's experiences. Fun. Chance, I'm sorry for worrying you. No, it's never my fault. No blaming me. Uh, I mean, I can actually kind of relate, but not in like a family sense, like kind of like a work sense, honestly. Like I used to work at Walmart, but before I would push carts, I used to stock shelves, and I had two managers that one that I kind of felt neutral about, but one I didn't really like all that much. I mean, like, the one that I didn't like always kind of seemed to be in a bad mood all the time. Like, always kind of seemed grumpy, like, and stuff like that. And the few interactions we had weren't really like, kind of left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth, so I didn't really vibe with that. And the one that I kind of felt neutral about was, I think it wasn't toxic, it was more like a micromanaging. Like, one time, like, I'll give you an example. That about one thing that happened that I didn't really like. So if you work at Walmart, or yeah, or at least Walmart I work at, I don't know if it's like that other Walmarts, but basically in the back, I will like meet up and gather around and stuff, and they would assign different areas, different associates, and I show up after that, like and I'd always go to the person that I feel neutral about to, ask them where he wanted me to be, basically. Because I don't want to guess and then, be in the wrong area and then him have to come over and, be like, no, I want you over here instead. And one day he was like, yeah, you don't have to, check in with me anymore to, figure out where you're gonna go. I was like, okay. So I went to an area they usually put me in. He doesn't want to know which an area where usually assign me to be. Like, which is mostly like the cereal aisle. He'd usually have me work in the cereal aisle, and that's where I went. And then he came over, he said, no, I don't want you this area, I want you somewhere else. Like, how am I supposed to know where you want me if you don't tell me? Yeah, sounds annoying, honestly. And then, another occasion, he well, he didn't like complain, but he kind of like pointed out that I was being slow. Despite the fact that he put me in baking, which is like 20% of the kites that were brought over there and stocked the shells with were spices, which you put in individually instead of a box, and each time, which was more time consuming, which made things go by a lot slower. No, so I was reading someone else's story, and I transitioned into a similar experience I had. At work, basically, before I started pushing carts. That's why I started talking about myself. Basically, like some experience I had with managers that I didn't really vibe with all that much. But yeah, before I saw time up someone else's toxic hunt or something like that. I'll have to make an emote of that. That'd be pretty funny and cute. Trying to remember what other. I think there's one more story that about this manager. Okay, so after the whole like them pointing out that I was being a bit too slow, he said, okay, well, how can we make this go by a bit faster? I was like, um, you got people who work alongside me, like that'd be pretty cool. And then he was like, okay, but there's gonna be more stuff, to do, and, cause there's more people there. I was like, ah, okay. So, I think it was like a couple weeks after that, or maybe even a couple days, I forgot, but, uh, and then I won't forget, I, we were in snack, and I was like, halfway through my shift. Yeah, at that time worked from 4 to 8, and I think it was like about 6, I think. Then the manager was like, "Oh, can you come with me?" And I was like, "Oh, sure." So he brought me over to the track, which is how we get all the stuff like brought in and stuff. There was like 4 pallets taller than I was, and he said he wanted me to do out of that, but basically um by myself before I left. And I think I just barely did it, and I basically like rushed to it. But yeah, that was the last like negative experience I had. And I'll tell you about the other manager. There's one experience that sticks out to me in particular. So basically, I think I just like finished stocking up some aisles, I think. So then I went up to the guy I felt neutral about. Um, to ask him where I should go next. And as before I sat down, you check in with them. But um, he said, "Oh, go over to this area." But there's a little background to what he said. So we don't. Sometimes the people that don't use like the full like thing to like tell you where to go. Like I found this out on the first day. Like someone told me to go to HBA, and I was like, where is that? I don't know where HBA is. It turns out HBA is like, the area where all like the deodorant is, and like the toothpaste, and basically like the hygiene products and stuff, like the makeup. That, well, for me, for our store, it's like wedged between the makeup area and like the pharmacy. So, yeah, but anyways, that's a little bit the side note. He said go to this place, but he used like the abbreviation for it, which I never heard before. So then, I think that even the guy from the Shrivel walked away somewhere. I don't know where he went. So I asked the other guy, where it is. And he kind of like snapped at me for like not knowing what the other guy was talking about. Even though no one told me all the abbreviations for all the different parts of the store, I only knew one, which is HBA. Well, yeah, that's the last exactly. I love Mind Reader. But as for the post with all, I think she's the kitty in this situation, definitely. They don't mean to be toxic for no reason. Doesn't matter if you're a mother or you're a father or anything in between. You should be nice to your family. Doesn't matter if you're the one making the event or anything. Just, be nice. Just a nice rule of thumb there. Okay, I think I might do one or two more of these here. Okay, I found one that sounds pretty interesting, honestly. It's another, family-related one from I can tell. Okay, this one says, am I the kitty for buying locks and a mini fridge in my room? Well, what's your opinion going into this? Just study by what the title says.
Papa abandoned you, Miyuki.
Oh yeah, I can see that his kitty, that fourth kitty isn't here anymore. Papa did abandon the stream. Okay, let's get into this. I think that's actually what it is about. Okay, I 16 female, and the oldest in my family. I have 8 younger siblings. Jesus. Honestly, I like being the only child. I'm just gonna be completely honest. That's just me though. I prefer to be the only child. What about you guys? Do you like, are you guys the only child, or do you want to be the only child? What's your opinion on that? Okay, my ages of the siblings are as follows: 12, 10, 9, 9, 6, 4, 4, and 2. Privacy is very hard to come by. Not here. Luckily, I only share a room with one person, 12 female. I might as well share with everyone because my siblings come barging in every 5 minutes to snoop through my things. Especially when I'm not home. Yeah, siblings. And do you enjoy it, or do you wish you're the only child? call it nice. Well, that's good. How about you, Charm? Are you the only sibling? Or do you have siblings? Ah, okay. Yeah, keep reading. I have some very expensive makeup and hair products that I keep stashed in my drawer. Last week, my 4-year-old twins came in and smashed or emptied half the items. Oh, geez. As special editions of books, and 10 female came in and rumpled some pages a few days ago. And my friends asked me my friends made me some traditional food, found a couple cheer, is I put in the fridge, labeled up high. And somehow my siblings ignored it and ate it yesterday. Things like this happen all the time. And the lawyer doesn't do this kind of thing. Is 12. That's kind of understandable, honestly. She's probably more mature at that math than the other kids, so I'd imagine. I struggled with my parents about things like this. But they always say it's part of having siblings. And to put my things away that I learned to share. Since they're only little. The thing is, I do put my things away. And I still got through my entire room to find them. So I gave up and bought a lock and child locks for my doors. As well as a mini fridge. I'm going to share the fridge with 12 because I know she won't eat the food they put in there. I put the lock on the door and left my drawers and bookcases yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry seeing what the second one says. This isn't gonna end up quite well, I could tell. My friends didn't even notice. They apparently found out after a bunch of kids came crying to them about how they can't get into my room to use my cool things. Well, when I came home from work today, they could fire me. And how I sent my siblings out. I told them if they knocked on the door and asked me to use my things, I'd probably say yes. But since they don't know how to do that, and to sneak in when I'm not home, I was willing to keep the locks on to protect my stuff. 12 also told me she likes the door locked too. Well, that's good. But my parents are angry because I never asked them. And again, I'm shutting my siblings out. They're punishing me by not letting me leave the house except work/school for the next month. But they can't take the locks off because I bought them with my own money. I feel like I have a lot to say about this. I thought I was in the right. Their mom and dad are furious. They don't know who's correct, yeah. Since they are adults, and know better. But I already noticed an improvement to my mood and noise level, so am I the kitty? No, I don't think you're the kitty. I mean, I'll be a little bit generous. I mean, they're kids, so they don't know any better, but, I mean, that's like the only leeway I'm going to give the other siblings. I mean, the 12-year-old, sounds a little more reasonable and a little more respectful, so I don't have much to say about that, but, that, maybe, I know that though, I mean, I, here's my opinion, like, I think the parents are furious because I have a feeling it's not happening to them, like, the kids aren't rubbish, the other kids aren't rummaging through their stuff and stealing it. It's just her. So, the, the parents are, not as, quick to, support the lock idea as the poster is. And I actually had a similar situation that actually still affects me to this day, actually. Okay, so I have a cat, her name is Fuma. And, basically, there's how my house is. There's a second floor, the bottom floor, which is, the regular floor, and then there's the basement. I have the basement myself, basically, except for, like, one half of it, which, my mom's husband, uses as, like, a workshop for, like, tools and storage and stuff. But also there's a closet that he uses for the same thing, kind of. I mean, well, just storage, but, so in that closet, there's a pretty decent amount of room, but, like, the workshop is, like, half the basement, but there's, like, shelves, that occupy, like, a decent amount of space, but there's still, like, a decent amount of room in there. And that closet is pretty close to my bed. And the kitty's litter box is there, and her food and her water. Then whenever my cat uses the bathroom, I basically sinks out my whole room. I just keep track of that. And oh well, yeah. Well, actually, before the story took place, it wasn't in the closet. It was in, like, the corner, other side of the room. But it didn't really help because, like, I could still smell it, like, in the whole room anyways. Like, so it doesn't really matter where it is in the room because the smell, like, fills up the whole room anyways. So, but I took it upon myself to move the litter box into my mom's husband's workshop, which is a room over, and there's the stuff. And when I put it in there, I did notice a pretty decent decrease in the odor. But eventually, mom's husband found out, and he basically saw I was being unreasonable, as being cruel to Puma, and that I should put it back into the room. And he also basically pretended like there wasn't any space, which there is space. And keep in mind that he's never down here. He basically never uses the workshop. Maybe he comes down once a month, and he rushes around in there for a little bit, for a few minutes, and he goes back upstairs. And, yeah, ever it sounds like, it's, it's, um, it's still in here and it still sings in my room a lot. So, yeah, I can kind of relate to that a little bit, I guess. Like parents, well, I guess, well, my mom and her husband thinking they know better because they don't have to deal with the snow. And it only inconvenienced them when they noticed that it was in a spot they didn't want, even though they never go down here. And yeah, well, anyways, I'm not gonna go on rant about that. I'm kind of tempted to put this on Facebook because I know that they'll see it and they'll understand it from my perspectives. I'm like, I might ask you that because me then they'll understand, but maybe not. I like it can runs on if you like it or not. But yeah, I think I might do another episode tomorrow. I'll do some more of these Am I the Kitty stories. But I actually enjoyed a lot of it. I had a lot to say, a lot for the thought I would have to say. And yeah, I have fun. Do you guys enjoy this? Let me know. Let me know in the chat or to Kitty. Yeah. So yeah, we doing a Left 4 Dead 2 stream. I'll do a Left 4 Dead 2 stream with Big Brother Charm. And about maybe about 10 minutes on TikTok. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed it too. Yeah, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I might do the podcast a little bit earlier. So that way, um, so that way, me and Trump can have some more time on Left 4 Dead 2 and stuff. Cause I imagine it's probably pretty late for Trump right now. So the stream might get a little bit shorter. Or maybe around the same time as it was last time. Yesterday. It's turns up for it. Oh, okay. Well, I will turn in a few minutes here. We'll be doing some Left 4 Dead 2 on TikTok. With the same mod that we were, doing yesterday. Yes, we did complete, Swamp Fever. Well, we would've beat Swamp Fever, but it glitched because it was far in the tanks, but, we did technically beat, Swamp Fever. And, I think we'll try doing all the campaigns, with that mod, see if we can do it. Obviously not all in one stream, it'll be spread out across a couple streams, but, yeah, that's the plan. Bye, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the TikTok stream in a little bit, and then, tomorrow with another podcast episode. So, yeah, peace. Also expect TikTok flips.